Hi guys, welcome back to another daily tarot card. These are your daily tarot cards for Wednesday, July the 19th, 2023. Today we are pulling from the Villains Tarot deck. It says Disney, but it's like the anime is from there. I don't know if she personally works from there. But this was a deck that I waited for. I saw it. They had Alice in Wonderland. I have that one. Everyone knows I love Alice in Wonderland. I felt like it was like, for me, Alice in Wonderland was like escapism. It's like if I could go down that hole and leave and go to Wonderland and escape my life. Anyway, so when I was doing IG, I was posting the picture. All of a sudden the chicks came on and it's like not ready to make nice. And I feel like in this situation, someone could be trying to come back into your life where there was tons of red flags and Spirit is like, do not take back what you've already escaped from, which is powerful. So I don't know if this is necessarily a lover or someone from your past where it's just like maybe they were related to, like in this case could be like a mother-in-law kind of situation where they sat there and they, out of their ego, got involved and when they shouldn't. Like, you know what I mean? That's not your place. You know, I get that you want to love and protect your children, but at the same time, it's like that's who your child loves and that's their decision. You know what I mean? And it's like, you know, you don't have to make known why you don't like them. Oh, she's this. Oh, no, that's your child. You're just pushing away your child. You know what I mean? And it's like, that is their partnership. Even if they never get married to the person, that is none of your business. You know what I mean? It's like, that's between the two of them. You know, you don't need to be all involved up in their stuff. You know what I mean? So I feel like this could be someone trying to make amends, you know, or vice versa. You wronged someone in the past, right? Because we're all guilty. We all sin. You know what I mean? We all do things we shouldn't be doing. And it's like you try to get them to forgive you. And it's up to them if they forgive you. That is not something they have to do. Just because you admit wrong and fault and ask for forgiveness and you've changed does not mean that person has to forgive you. You know, we all do stupidness. You know what I mean? So it's just like, you know, you got to realize that, you know, maybe we're out of your ego. This could be your ego. We're in a new moon, shadow side. We get shadow side with the Wheel of Fortune. And I feel like this is where you're at a precipice of you could go along this path and bring in good luck into your life, or you're going to go and prick your finger on the spin wheel out of curiosity. You know, curiosity killed the cat. There's a reason why they say that. And you're going to get burned here. You know, this could be your ego here. It's like you fall for someone, and trust me, I get it. I fell for someone, didn't realize they were in a relationship, you know, didn't see a ring or anything. And it's like I get butterflies around them and everything. But you know what? Just because you feel all those goo-goo feelings does not mean you're meant to be with them. You know, and they do not have to like you back. It is not written anywhere that is what has to happen. Just because you fall for someone doesn't mean nonsense. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, there's a lot of red flags around there. So just like, you know, it's happened before. I really wanted someone in my life, and as the more I got to digging, it's just like, ew. You know what I mean? Okay, nope, red, you know, nope. You know what I mean? So it's like sometimes it's the way of the universe protecting you. You know what I mean? We go to the Queen of Cups. This is highlighting who you are. You sit there and replenish everyone's cup. You could be seen as a mother figure in your friend group because they could turn to you for advice. You are the Queen of Coins, where the money you make is for everybody. It's not your money, it's everybody's money. You sit there and you replenish everyone's cup with this. I'm the type of person that's like this. You tell me that you like something, not because you think I'm going to buy it for you, but you're just like, oh, you know what's really cool? And you see something, and it's just like, if I have some extra money and I could pay for it, and I buy it, I don't tell you and I surprise you with it, or I get it for your birthday or something like that, or Christmas. That's the type of person I am. That's where I get my joy. To see that look on someone's face like, oh my gosh, they remembered. You know what I mean? I mentioned it once, you know, or we were just kikiing. And it's just like, you know, how thoughtful. You know what I mean? That's where I get my joy. And I feel like a lot of people are like that. But look at this alligator under here. You get that kind of greed, especially with Medusa. She owns a pawn shop. So she may not be like the cleanest kind of person, like, you know, ripping people off or whatever. But like, you get with this alligator, and I love alligators, but it's like, you know, you get this kind of green, envious, kind of greedy kind of energy, again, which kind of shadow side with it. That's what I love about this deck. But it's like, don't let that greed is what takes over you. You know what I mean? Like myself, it's like I kind of fell into this last week where I was working extra hours And I saw the email, we had to do some extra training for something coming up. And I'm like, okay. I didn't realize, like, I read it, but it didn't, like, click in with the date. You know what I mean? And I was just like, oh, da-da-da-da. And they're just like, oh, you haven't done it yet. I'm like, huh? It's due this Friday? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, oh, my gosh. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I have a million thoughts running through my head. So I'm like, all right, I got to prioritize that a little bit more. And I should have had this other one done already. But it's just like, I was working extra hours. When you work extra hours, you just want to get off. Like, you're done. You know what I mean? So it's just like, I have to prioritize that a little bit more. So I did one last night, so it's done. We just got the email. It's done. I don't have to worry about it. So tonight I'm going to finish the last one, so it's done. I'm all caught up. I don't have to worry about anything. But I feel like in that way, so you're not getting burnt out. Like, you know, I really didn't want to do that. But I'm like, okay, let me, you know, woos out. Let me take care of the kids. Went back to the computer, and I did it. You know what I mean? So it's just like sitting there, and I feel like a lot of people don't understand that. It's like, we're adults now. Like, they're not going to hold your hand. This isn't school. You know what I mean? Even in high school, it's like they shouldn't have to ask you to do things. I give you an assignment, I expect you to do it. Even if I don't ask for it that Friday or 6 weeks from now or 8 months from now. You know what I mean? I gave you the assignment. It should be ready and willing. In your binder, ready to go. When I ask for it, you should put it down. Not like, oh, you didn't remind me. No one's going to remind you in life. You know, we have calendars on our phones and everything. You know what I mean? Even myself, I goofed up. I was working all these extra hours. I just wanted to get off, and I'm like, okay, I'll do it later. Well, later came, and I'm like, ooh. You know what I mean? So it's just like holding myself responsible in that way. Also being tired. Even my kids said that. Mom, you're working a lot of time on your days off. We don't get to see you. And I'm like, okay, duly noted. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know, sometimes it's just like, it's great to make extra money because I'm a determined person. I will sit there and work hard to get where I want to go. You know, I'm not the type of person that will complain, and the universe gives me opportunities. But the one thing I want to share is that, you know, Spirit was a gentle reminder last night. I sat there, and I had the money for it, but like I placed an Amazon order, and my son needed something. And I was just like, well, what, you know what I mean? Like, I'm like, do you need it? No. I should have just ordered it. But that's the kind of, his father played the same games. So now I got to turn around and order, you know, this, you know, the, his item. So that ticked me off because I'm just like, I could have just ordered that, and I don't even remember the other thing I ordered. Oh, I ordered a bed sheet. I'm into teal all of a sudden. I don't know what it is. I just love the color. But anyway, so I sat there, bought a bed sheet. I bought castor oil. You know, they came in. I'm like, I could have ordered it at the same time. But it's just like, you know, I sat there, I paid for it. It's like, it is what it is. They need, it's a need. It's, you know what I mean? It's not a want. It's a need. So I sat there, ordered it, and, you know, the universe is a gentle reminder, and they said that to me last night. Like, you know, I sat there, did my training, went upstairs to do devotion and go to bed, and they're just like, that gentle reminder, you know what I mean? Where I'm like getting frustrated, like, you know, I'm like, why am I not, you know, the shift. I know we've grown out of this place. I know we've grown out of here a while, and they're just like, trust, and I definitely trust. I will never do that again. You know what I mean? I learned the hard way. And they're just like, we're protecting you. And I'm like, I understand you're protecting us. I'm like, guess what? Can I just know? Sometimes we're not meant to know. You know what I mean? Maybe that's protecting me with me not knowing. But it's just like, in that moment, it's just like someone I've read for. I haven't read for them in a while. They're like me. They only get a reading every, like, you know, every 6 months or a year or so. So they reached out of nowhere. They're like, hey, can you do a reading for me? And I'm like, I'll do it for you tomorrow. You know, it's Friday, you know. I have a full day. I got a lot done on Friday. By the grace of Yahweh and Yeshua, I got all that done. But it's just like, you know what I mean? It's like, you know, I sat there and I paid for his need, and the universe sat there and provided the money. We already had the money. That's not the point. But I'm like, you know, being grateful and recognizing the fact, like, you know, the universe always provides. You know, one thing you should sit there, especially where you make your money, you know, sit there and put that note there. I get paid to exist. I wrote Dayenu underneath it, like, so thankful. Just as a reminder, is like how magnificent and glorious Yahweh and Yeshua are, is the fact that, you know, that didn't even have to happen. You know what I mean? Everybody's busy with family, which they should be. It's vacation time. I'm a very grounded healer. You know what I mean? I'm not going to get mad at you if you haven't come to me for a reading in a long time. I will not reach out to you. Nothing. It's like, if I'm here when you need me, Sometimes I'm there to ready and help and can help. Sometimes I can't. It just depends what's going on because my life has gotten significantly busier. But the thing is, it's just like, what a gentle reminder of the universe. You know what I mean? And I always write that down. Anytime I get a reading, I put it in my book because that is a blessing in itself. The fact that they were like, you become a professional medium if you want to. You know what I mean? And I'm seeing changes in what I do. You know what I mean? And I'm very grateful for that because it's something that I keep putting on my vision board. And that's what I mean. With determination and dedication, we keep getting the 6 of Wands and the Chariot. You will be the victor wearing the wreath. I even pray for my job. I'm like, let me, understand. Let me get this in. It feels like pulling teeth. But it's just like, let me do the things that I need to do because this provides for my family. You know what I mean? And it's just like, even last night, we get a quiz after the training. I got 100%. I'm like, thank you. You know what I mean? It's just like, the little things. And I feel like that's what, I feel like when I read the definitions, you'll hear that. Don't forget those little things. You know what I mean? Be thankful for those little things. But even with that, last night, as I'm getting ready to sit there and call in the night, do my devotion, do my castor oil treatment, and go to bed, and it's just like they sit there and they're just like, how magnificent is Yahweh and Yeshua? That you needed, I didn't need the money, I had it, but it's just like, my son had it in need, and the universe sat there and provided. You know what I mean? And it's like, that's why I'm working extra hours. You know what I mean? Because I'm sitting there putting in all these areas so I get the hell out of this hole. You know what I mean? And I could live life. I don't have to sit there and worry. It's like I could get out of that hole and just be like, breathe a sigh of relief. You know what I mean? That's why I'm determined. You know what I mean? It's just like, and I'm grateful for that. But don't ever overlook that. You know what I mean? Something as beautiful as that. Like, he did not have to ask for a reading, but he did. He doesn't have to trust me. How many readers are there? You go on YouTube, there's like, you sit there and put hashtag tarot, 100,000 plus of us. You know what I mean? He could have chose to go to anyone, and he chose to come to me. You know what I mean? And it's like, I was driven. I'm going to do that. You know what I mean? I sat there and it's like, I'm going to get this done. I'm going to get this done. It was a very busy day, but it was very productive. You know what I mean? I cannot be thankful enough for that, So it's just like, even as healers, we should be thankful for that. Every single blessing that comes along with that. A tip, a this, a that. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, some people are nice enough to gift us with tarot decks. You know what I mean? It's like, how amazing is that? How amazing is that we, this natural gift and ability from the universe, from Yahweh and Yeshua, I will say in my case, because that's what I believe in. You know what I mean? Where they sit there and it's like, I get paid to exist. Watch your For You page. I'm telling you, they're trying to communicate with you in ways, and it's like showing that you trust. Because it's like, I'm putting this in your path. Are you going to listen? Or are you just going to keep scrolling? Because it's so easy to scroll on TikTok. You know what I mean? So it's like, pay attention to that. But that's why I feel like this shadow side. But there's like, this 10 of Cups. Like, unconditional love is already present around you. You know what I mean? Maybe you're going to go traveling. But for me, it's like, something coming out of the blue. I feel like your ship is about to come in. Some sort of financial endeavor. You know what I mean? How amazing is that? Wheel of Fortune. So, I love the fact it's like, we keep getting this card. Things are moving forward. That's what a lot of us are asking for. A lot of healers on TikTok are saying it's about to come in. I'm just saying, according to what I see here, it's the shadow side. I feel like you go to the right, you make the right decision. You go to the left, you're going to prick your finger. You're going to end up stumbling here. Out of your ego, out of lust, and, as a throuple, getting involved in something you shouldn't be, The Wheel of Fortune is a reminder that life is unpredictable, and your luck is ever changing. When this tarot card is drawn, it's a clear sign to expect the unexpected. Appreciate where you are in life right now, because big change is on its way. So this is exactly what a lot of healers keep saying. Big change is on its way. What you've been asking and manifesting for is about to happen. Whether you're offered an amazing new opportunity or just prick your finger on a cursed spin wheel, the Wheel of Fortune is a reminder that your life can change in an instant. Live in the moment. So, you know what I mean? In this situation, it could be a duality where, you know what I mean? We always say, like, true love, the lovers. Oh, it's always love, blah, blah, blah. You definitely get that with the 10 of Cups. I'm not going to lie. But it could be a partnership where it's like this, what is what you've been praying for, where you're able to like work on an app, you know what I mean? And you do what you love, you know what I mean? And it's just like, that's what brings unconditional love into your life, because now you're able to have this sound household. Now you're able to, like, you know, sit there and provide for your children. Maybe this is why they're highlighting the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Coins. You know what I mean? Because that's who you are. I feel like kings are like, take charge. In some cases, it is a man coming in, or a male, or a partner energy coming in. I don't want to just say man, because, you know, we all inclusive here. But it's just like, you know, highlighting that nurturing side of yourself. These queens make up the Empress, which is the ultimate nurturer. So that's what I'm saying. You know, I love alligators, so I could be like, this is where you rule with Venus, and you know you're making your coin, you're busting your butt. But that's where it's like, I get paid to exist. Every day in every way, my life continues to get better and better. Start off every day with a thankful heart. Thank you for, you know, I always say, thank you for another blessed day. Thank you for keeping us united as a family, for allowing us to lay down in peace and sleep under your protection. You know what I mean? Like, I get up with that grateful heart, because I'm a living freaking person where, you know, I'm a kind of like a tail. I always was thankful back then, but it's just like, you know what I mean? It's like, in an instant, life changes, and it's just like, you know, just be grateful for what you have in every moment, because, wow. I have that bird in the back with the magic lamp from Aladdin. I can't remember his name. But it's like, kind of like, you know, wish manifestation, wishes come true kind of energy. That's why I wanted to share that. I thought that was cool. Queen of Cups. So we have Ursula. So I don't get tedious energy with this, but I feel like it's like, don't forget to fill your own cup, or let the universe fill your cup. You know? It's just like, in those moments where universe is like, oh, maybe it's raining outside. So it's like, okay, we'll do, you know, some things indoors. It's not as tedious as going outside, because it's hot and muggy as heck outside. So it's like, it's easier to get those things done, because, you know, you can sit there and sit in the nice air-conditioned air if you're lucky to have it, or in front of a fan to cool off, instead of working under the beating sun. A fearsome sea witch, Ursula, conjures powerful potions to manifest the desires of those who go to her for help. So I was seeing, I don't know if this is a positive omen for someone. I see someone cleansing a small jar, like a protection jar. I know someone that had, my girlfriend's daughter made me one. So it's on my headboard. So it's like, I don't know if this is about her, because I was speaking to her mom last night. But it's just like, I don't know if this is a positive sign for you. But it's like cleansing the jar with positive intention, and putting your herbs in there, and then sealing with wax. And maybe this is a business they're telling you to start up. This is, you know what I mean? Or it's like, get back into your healing practices. The Queen of Cups represents intuitive, compassionate person who's always willing to help any poor, unfortunate soul who comes her way. And I feel like that is the biggest sign of the Queen of Cups. Is like, you know, even if it's like, you know, going against yourself to help someone else, you will. Queen of Coins. A smart, calculated figure. So when I get calculating, I get like math. So I don't know if you're an accountant or you have something in that way. Who cultivates material abundance for herself. As the owner of a pawn shop, Madame Medusa exemplifies the entrepreneurial spirit of the Queen of Coins. So entrepreneurial. Are you a healer like myself? Are you someone that's, you know, sitting there and working hard and building a brand? So maybe you're an influencer or something like that, where it's like you sit there and it's like, you know, with myself, is listening to other people sit there and like, this is what I did to get where I am. Christy Howard, I believe is her name. She has known for her pink hair. She's growing her hair out now, but she is even sharing that. There, like, people are like, how do you get PR boxes? And she was sharing information like that. Knowledge is power, and she will see that come back 10 times fold to her, because she shared that. Because she could be sitting there and it's like she, you know, resonates with someone else that's trying to accomplish what she's accomplished. You know what I mean? And it's like she shared that knowledge. She didn't have to, but she did. You watch the powers of karma come her way. You watch. She's going to blow up huge. She already has, but even bigger than she already has. I see her walking red carpets and stuff. This card represents prosperity, success in business, and a happy home life. So I feel like this is where this 10 of Cups comes in, because you see the happy couple, the happy children, the happy household. You know, you see that river, that stream. You know what I mean? So maybe you want to live by water. We're getting a lot of water here, but it's just like, you know what I mean? It's like your cup is filled over 10 times fold, you know? I feel like this is why they're saying you have a choice here. You're at a crossroads. Are you going to go to what makes you continuously happy? Yeah, our body is weak, and we do want, maybe that's something you've tried to manifest in your life, but this is not a positive situation. Don't you want to sit there and manifest for longevity, not something that's just to hit it and quit it? Like, you know what I mean? It's not a good situation. Not a good look for you either. The True Love card represents fate, connections, love, harmonious partnerships. In a relationship dream tarot reading, this card signifies a great connection and a perfect match. So, relationship themed. Does this represent a relationship for you? So this is what it means. This card signifies a great match, a great connection or perfect match. You can feel that connection, but the thing is, just because you have that connection, I have someone that I get butterflies over, but it's like there are things that I don't know. You know what I mean? I feel like the universe is protecting me again. Often the True Love card indicates an important decision or crossroad. Consider your options carefully, and you'll get your happily ever after. So this could be like our ego side. You know what I mean? It's like, this is not a good situation. Like if you do this, there's going to be hurt parties, but you do it anyway. Out of your ego. Who cares? Not me. Well, then you reap what you sow. 10 of Cups. Represents happiness with your home, family, and close friend circle. You're feeling supported, understood, and appreciated. Lucky you. Let your loved ones know how much you value and appreciate them. So it's like, you never get that moment again. But especially with the 10 of Cups beside here, it's like you may be waiting for someone else to come in. Someone's going to come in out of the blue. You know what I mean? That's going to be that forever for you. And, instead of being with them, you chose out of your ego to be with this one because, at the moment it seemed like the best decision. You know what I mean? So it's just like, be patient, be mindful, and someone else is going to come in that will be your ideal match. That great connection you're looking for, a forever connection, not just a temporary one for the summer. I don't feel like this is anything more than that. A summer fling just to sow wild oats. That's all it is. You know what I mean? So we keep getting that over and over again, but I feel like because they're saying August 6th, Lionsgate portal is 2 days after. It's like being mindful of what you're doing, your actions, how you're treating people, what messages is universe bringing you, what's coming in your For You page, especially if you're connected. It's like what numbers are coming across your path. What are they trying to tell you? Like healing practices. You know what I mean? It's just like that is meant to be in your path because this is where they want you to go. The more you trust and believe and follow Spirit's guidance, the more will come in. So I hope you guys enjoyed these daily tarot cards for Wednesday, July the 19th, 2023. May the universe bless you good. We'll see you for the next daily tarot card. Bye.